Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a get ready with me, very casual get ready with me / Q&A. I asked you guys over on Instagram to send me some questions, and I've actually been wanting to do another one of these for a while. It's just really hard to find time for that these days, but Ren and Millie are both napping, and I thought it was the perfect time to go ahead and try to get this done at least. Got them kind of on a routine to where they'll both nap at the same time, so I'm hoping they'll at least nap for 45 minutes so I can get all this done, maybe even longer so I can get started editing. My face is so very red. I haven't done anything to it. It is broke out, so you guys are just getting all this today. I have a really bad breakout right here, and my skin does that. Most of the time when I break out, it's always on my chin. I don't hardly ever break out many other places. It's always right here. So right now I'm broke out, so you're just gonna get all this, and I'm gonna try to cover it as best as I can. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on getting ready. I'm hoping the lighting is decent. It is so cloudy here today, so I've got both of my lights out to help with decent lighting for y'all to see all this. So I've got my makeup bag here. I've got my face moisturized. I use the CeraVe moisturizer in the mornings. I've been using that for a long time and it just works for me, so I've been using that for a while. Also, I've been really liking this. This is the ELF Poreless Putty Primer. I have been really liking this. I feel like it does do a good job of helping my makeup stay in place better and stay on better all day. It's like a putty type, I don't know, it's just like a putty basically, which is what it says. And if you guys see me look over here, my mirror's over here. So I just kind of put it, not necessarily all over, but more so in like my T-zone, because that's where I tend... my makeup I tend to have to reapply it during the day in these areas. So I just put that there, and I'm going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and answer a couple questions. I haven't really looked at these questions yet, so not all of them. So I just asked it last night, so I'm hoping I've got several different ones that I can answer. I just thought it'd be fun just to do a casual, answer some of your questions, get to know me even better, and just kind of a chatty Q&A. Get ready with me. Alright, I've gotten a few Weight Watchers questions. I'm going to answer a couple of things on that. How is Weight Watchers going? Are you going to the meetings now? Are you still on Weight Watchers? Okay, so it is honestly, being completely honest, let me go ahead and start getting my makeup on. I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Wear in shade 400. It's honestly been more of a struggle to completely stay on track. I have definitely not been staying on track like I should. I have not been staying completely on track, being completely honest. Some weeks I do pretty good. Some weeks and some days I do good. And then by the time the weekend gets here, it's Friday and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna eat whatever I want for supper. And it's also been a struggle. And I know I had said I was getting ready to start back meetings, but I don't remember why I didn't go that Saturday, but something had came up and I never did start back as of yet. However, I do plan on hopefully starting back those meetings soon, because I feel like that is going to be what helps me stay on track all the time. So hopefully before too long I will get back started with those meetings. And like I said, I haven't been doing terrible. I've been basically just maintaining my weight where I've been. Haven't really gained anything. I've mostly just been maintaining where I have lost down to, which is still like between 35 and 40 pounds from what I got at my highest weight in pregnancy, which I did gain way more weight than I should have during my pregnancy, but I have lost probably more like 35, between 35 and 40, I guess. I realize my face seems so white right now. But definitely am going to get started back on Weight Watchers. So, well, back to the meeting soon. Like I said, I'm not completely off track, but some days are better than others, and some days I have more temptations and struggles than other days. And so I think getting back to those meetings is what is going to help me. So hopefully within the next couple weeks. I've been saying it forever, but I really do mean it. Like, I really need to get started back on that. Also, Weight Watchers is coming out with a new program. I don't really know much about it. Somebody sent me a message this morning to looked someone up on Instagram and she has a lot of information on it. I'm not sure how she got that information. I'll have to look her up. I don't even know who she is. But because I don't think Weight Watchers has really come out with what is supposed to be happening. But I'm excited. I mean, I think changes always, I feel like they're always bettering the program, or that is their goal, is to always better the program. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. I always do 2 layers of this. I go in once and then I'll go in again, and I feel like it gives me more of a full coverage and just helps it stay on better. Alright, I feel like I look like a ghost or something right now. I'm going in with some concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm in shade Fair, I think. No, Ivory. So I'm going in with this just under my eyes. And this is not my favorite concealer, but I'm going to get through this and probably buy. I really like this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I will probably repurchase that next. But I'm just going to get through this for now. So the next question I got was, what is the hardest transition? Going from 0 to 1 child, 1 to 2 kids, or 2 to 3 kids? And I think that going from 0 to 1 child, I mean, you're obviously transitioning from being a husband and wife to being parents. So it's definitely a transition in itself, just going through that transition in life. So I'm not going to say just having 1 child is easy, because you have to adjust to that. But I will say, once you get past that, you're like, yeah, that really wasn't that bad. That was pretty easy having 1 child. And then going from 1 to 2, honestly, and for us it was a little different because I didn't have to deal with the postpartum things. I didn't give birth to Ren, so I didn't have to go through all of the postpartum things, because postpartum is so hard. It was a little different. It was easy on that aspect because I didn't just give birth. I didn't have to go through all the postpartum hormones and things. So honestly, but for us, going from 1 child to 2 children was honestly pretty easy, I think. But like I said, it's a little different for us because I didn't give birth and have to have all those extra hormones. And you guys that have had babies know that the hormones, it can be tough after giving birth. And then being pregnant with having 2 kids, it wasn't easy. I will say that. I think it was definitely tough because you're tired during your pregnancy. I had probably a few more extra appointments than an average person because I ended up, like, I had to take injections to prevent preterm labor. I ended up having to ended up developing preeclampsia and had to go get checked blood pressure and different things like that checked. And so that was definitely tough. But then having 3 kids, by the way, I'm getting ready to use this Cody Airspun loose face powder. I really, really like this. You can get it at Walmart for like $5. It is translucent extra coverage. I'm not sure what kind of if they have like shaded, but this is just a translucent powder, and it makes a mess. But I definitely would say the hardest transition would be going from 2 to 3 kids, because obviously adding more kids, I feel like it definitely gets tougher because you don't have 2 kids, 1 in each hand as you're going through a parking lot or things like that. So now it's, okay, Lainey, grab Ren's hand, hold my hand. All right, come on, Millie, let me get the car seat. Which honestly, I feel like I don't go out a whole lot by myself with all the kids, like to Walmart and things like that. That's not something I really do much, and which is not just because I can't handle 3 kids doing that. It's just, it worries me, crazy people out there, me being a mom with 3 kids out by herself. Is anybody else like that? That's honestly my main thing, like, to be completely honest. But yeah, I think just adding more kids, 3 kids now, has definitely been more of a transition, a harder transition. Also, not only that, but giving birth, my hormones were definitely up there. I was definitely, like, I experienced like a lot of sadness after birth. And like I said, if you ever have a baby, you probably understand it more, but it's just those hormones, and I'm so glad that it didn't last long. But it was like sadness and kind of felt lonely after birth. And even though we had a great support system, I had a great husband here with me, I definitely struggled postpartum. Thankfully, I would not say it was postpartum depression or anything like that, because thankfully it did not last long for me. Within a couple weeks, I definitely felt a whole lot back to normal, but I definitely struggled. And so I would definitely say between going from 2 to 3 kids was definitely a harder transition. All right, I'm going in with some bronzer. I bought this at Target the other day. It's the ELF brand bronzer. It was $2. And I know I had said, I think I was vlogging that day, and I had said in a video, I love the Hoola Benefit bronzer, but I thought I'd try this for $2. I'm just going in just to bronze a little bit, not contour, just basically just bronzing my face. The next question I got is, how long do I plan to breastfeed? My goal is to make it a year, and probably not much past that. Delaney nursed for 14 months. But I think a year is such an awesome goal, and well, really any amount of time is great. But my goal is definitely a year, and I don't see us not making it to that. I've honestly had such a great breastfeeding journey so far. I remember with Delaney, I felt like sometimes I had supply dips and things. I have not experienced anything like that this time, and I'm so thankful for that. And the only thing that's been a little bit hard is trying to pump and get her to take a bottle, and that was a struggle, because y'all know that she did not want to take a bottle for the longest time. Now she's taking a bottle mostly every single night, and every single night I'll give her a bottle for her last feeding, and then I'll pump at the end of the night, and that's been going great. She's been going to bed very easily, and she'll still wake up once or twice during the night to nurse, but so it's been going great, and my goal is to make it a year. Next, I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl blush. It is in the shade Soft Mink. My next question was, how do you make it on a 1-income family? We are not a 1-income family. I do make money off of YouTube, and I'm so thankful for everybody who watches my videos, and I'm thankful I'm able to stay home and do this. So I do make some income off of YouTube, and thank you to everyone who watches and supports me. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So I'm able to do this. So we definitely have to like cut back still though. I mean, we can't just go out and spend a bunch of money on all kinds of different stuff. We definitely cut back, and if YouTube is ever out of the question and I'm not able to do it anymore, or something happens, then that will be something to where we'll definitely cut back a lot more, start budgeting a whole lot better, and just start cutting back and cut back in any areas that we can. All right, I'm going in with another ELF. I've been using a lot of this. It is just a highlighter. It's a really pretty highlighter, and that's what it looks like. It was super cheap. I think this was like $4. Went in with that and just putting it at the tops of like my cheekbones. The next question was, what am I getting my kids for Christmas? I have honestly no idea. Delaney has mentioned American Girl stuff, and Delaney has never really been into dolls and things. She loves stuffed animals, and she loves carrying around a stuffed animal. She'll carry around something for a few days and then go on to something else. She loves stuffed animals, and honestly has not been super into babies, but she's been a little bit more into babies lately, and she has mentioned American Girl stuff. So that might, I guess we'll see between now and then if we think she's still interested in it, and see if it's a good investment. So it may be something to where we might get her the doll, the American Girl brand doll, and then like Target and Walmart has their brand of like different accessories. She said American Girl doll, and like I think she said matching clothes for it, like for her and the doll. So that might be something that we can get. Amazon has a ton of like matching doll stuff and off brands of the American Girl, but it might, between now and then, I guess we'll see like if she's continuing to still talk about that, because I don't want to invest in it and it be something that she's just going to put down and not use anymore. But we will see for her. For Ren, I have no idea. I feel like she's probably a little bit easier to buy for. With Lainey, I honestly don't know. And for Millie, I feel like Millie is pretty easy to buy for. Maybe some kind of like activity something. I really don't know. What I'd really love to do though is cut back on gifts, and not get a whole lot of gifts. And I would love to plan an out of town trip. Like leave the day after Christmas. We wouldn't go out of town on Christmas because we love spending that with our family. But I would love to plan an out of town trip, and because Ethan gets some time off work after Christmas, and I'd love to go for 4 or 5 days and take the kids on a fun trip. I don't know if that's something we'll do, but we have talked about it. But I'd love to know, what are you getting? If you have kids that are my kids' ages, what are you getting your kids for Christmas? Because we haven't started shopping, but we've got to do that within the next couple of weeks, and we've got to do that soon. I am going in with the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. I barely have any of this left. I don't even know if I'm going to get through this, but this is my favorite brow pencil. I did buy this drugstore brand L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I don't like it as good, and I think it's because I feel like it's not the exact color that I like. So I'll probably go back and get another one of these when I'm back towards Ulta, and that way, because I don't think I'm going to get enough out of this, but we're going to try it. So I'm just going to, this is a little hard because I'm not close to a mirror. I wonder if let me do this and I'll be back. Okay, I can't see it very good, but I hope they look okay. I'm not the best with my brows. Honestly, I'm really not, but I love this because I feel like it's a good color for me. And honestly, I've been using it for so long. I think I've purchased this twice and it lasts me quite a while. But I think it's because I'm so used to this color is why I don't like the other one as good. And the applicator is a little bit thicker on this. Not applicator, the thing on there. Versus this is very, very tiny. Like a thin applicator. Alright, this is nothing new. If y'all seen any of my videos where I get ready makeup routine, I don't know if I've ever done an actual makeup routine, but where my get ready videos, I've been using this for so long. So I'm going in with just a brown color. It's called Cover in here, and I'm gonna kind of put it kind of in the inner lid. And the next question is, how do you and Ethan keep the spark in your marriage after 3 kids? So I think, and we have been way more intentional even within the past month about doing this. We've been way more intentional about making time in the evening for each other, because it's so easy, especially with YouTube, because I do so much of my work in the evening times. But I've been way more intentional about trying to get as much as I can done during nap time during the day, so that way I have more time with Ethan in the evenings. And we've been a lot more intentional about spending more time together in the evenings, and I think it's just really helped us, because it's easy just to get into our routines where I spend the evening editing, and by the time we know it, it's bedtime, and we haven't talked much in the evenings or spent a whole lot of time together. And I have been really enjoying the fact that I've been trying to stay a little bit ahead on videos, or get as much done as I can during the day, to where I'm not spending much time in the evenings doing that. And we've also been more intentional about doing a date night every single week. And that doesn't mean going out every single week, but even at night when we put the kids to bed on Friday or Saturday night, Ethan will go get us some supper, or he'll go grab us some ice cream and watch a movie together. And that's what we've been doing. Every couple weeks we'll do that, and then every couple weeks we will go out on date night. And we've been way more intentional about doing that, and I think it's helped our marriage so much. So if you're not making time for that, or making time for date nights, even at home date nights, put your kids to bed and do something like watch a movie together, play a game together, eat a nice dinner together, cook the kids something, put them to bed, eat a late dinner with your husband. Make time for it. Like, we have been so bad about making time for that, but I'm so glad recently we've been more intentional about that. Now I'm going in with the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and in the shade Activist. It's a pretty dark color, but I barely put any on my brush, and I just go in that crease area and give it a little bit more color. The next question is, are we gonna have any more babies? I get that question every time. which I like hearing from other people, or like their perspective on it. And even though I've answered this not that long ago, like I love hearing other people's perspective on that stuff, even like as time goes along. I would say yes, we will have another baby sometime in the future. When we will have another baby, I have no idea. We do not plan on having another baby for a while, but I can't sit here and say I'm done having kids. So I do feel like sometime in the future we'll have another one. I love being a mama and having babies and going through that whole experience, even as hard as it is, and it can be tough, and you know, as you add more kids it gets even tougher, but I just love it so much, and I can't just sit here and say like I'm completely done having kids. So I hope in the future that we're able to have another one. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. I use this same shade, the Activist, and use an angled brush. Let's see if you guys can see it. And I just go in and use that as eyeliner. I've been doing this for a long time, quite a while, and it just works for me. I feel like with so many eyeliners I have a problem with them like coming, like smearing down like under my eyes, and I can't stand that, but I feel like I never have that problem with this. I also feel like my different mascaras do that for me too. So I'm about to show you guys a mascara that I've been using it for the longest time, and I wouldn't say it's the best mascara for length and volume and things, but it works for me. So I don't know why my eyes do that. Like any mascara that I've tried, like this has like fibers in it. I think that helps, but I always get black under my eyes like as time goes on during the day, and I can't stand that. Like it just don't look good at all. Are we going to be doing Vlogmas? I don't know. I honestly haven't thought about that because I don't put out a video every single day, but I try to put out a video 5 days a week. So that's hard. It's really hard putting out a video every single day. So I don't know if I can commit to that. I'd love to, but it's something that I don't want to commit to and fail. But if I can get enough video ideas, because it's hard just to vlog every single day, because I honestly start feeling like it gets repetitive, and I don't want it to feel like that, and I don't want people to get bored of that. And so doing that every single day is tough. I'm going in with this L'Oreal Double Extend mascara. This is what I've been using for a long time, like quite a while, like at least a few years probably, and it just works for me. Like I said, I don't think it's the best with volume and length, but I don't have very long lashes at all, so it works for me. So I've been using this for a long time. Alright, got my mascara done. I'm getting ready to do my hair, which I'm not really doing much to my hair, especially on camera, because I don't feel like bringing all my hair stuff in here. Actually, I probably won't do anything to it. I think I might just keep it like this. Might tease it a little bit, and that will be how my hair is going to be for the day. I washed it this morning, so I flat ironed it, and I don't really need to do much else to it. But let me see what other questions I have and maybe answer a few more questions. So actually I lied, I went and got my lipstick. This is the new, I get questioned on this a lot, so write it down. This is such a good like everyday lip color, I feel like, and it's cheap. The Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick. That's what it looks like. And it is in the shade Pink Nude. It's like such a good everyday color. And so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on. I don't know what's on it. It's a great everyday lip color, and I don't wear it every single day, but when I go out I try to put it on. I really like it, and it's very like moisturizing. It's not super like drying. It's not a matte lipstick, which I don't like matte lipsticks because my lips tend to be like look dry when I wear matte lipsticks. So this is a good one. Questions about fostering. We do not plan on fostering anytime soon. Our plate is full, honestly, and there's so many things that comes along with fostering. And just for us, we have small kids, and I feel like maybe when our kids get older it might be something we might come back to, but as of right now we do not have any plans to foster anytime soon. Do we plan on moving, and if so, what time frame? We're not in our forever home. But as of right now, we don't have any plans to move anytime soon. Like, there's no plans in the works right now. It's not something we're really talking about right now. But in the future, we would love to build a house one day is what I would love to do. Or buy a newer built home. But we do not have any plans as of right now. We are totally fine in our house. Our house is not huge. It is a smaller house. Our kids share bedrooms, and that is totally fine. We are okay with that. And so, as of right now, no plans. It's not something we're really talking much about right now or anything. We plan on staying here for, I don't know how long. A little bit longer though. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. I am wearing my hair straight today, which I rarely do because I feel like it looks good now, but by the end of the day, it is like super lifeless, and I prefer wearing my hair curled, and I wear it curled like 80% of the time. So I am going to wear it straight today though. So I'm not going to do anything else to it. I washed it this morning, and then I ran through it with a flat iron, and that's all I've done to it. So also when before I dry my hair, I use the Aquage uplifting foam to give a little bit more volume at my root, and give it, when I do tease, to give it something to grip onto. So that is going to be it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And I'm so glad I was able to do this during nap time. So let me know if you guys enjoy these types of videos. These get ready with me's where I'm just doing like a Q&A and being chatty in it. Let me know if you enjoy it, because I can definitely start doing these a little bit more during nap time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.